Hello everybody and welcome to Jet TV. This is part 42 of my Lizardman Let's Play, where we are now going for a domination victory, having completed the Vortex campaign. Ooh, I get weird colour changes as I do this. Not to do with this anyway. So I've just been betrayed by the Wood Elves here, who've been my staunch allies the entire campaign, so I'm about to go and stamp on them as well as clear out the dwarfs here who've taken out territory here. The invasion of Ulthuan is underway. I am sailing over my invasion force to the Glittering Tower in Lothan. Now I'm probably going to go and, well, we'll work out. I want to get Lothan as quickly as I can, though invading through the Glittering Tower is probably the easiest way to do that. To get ourselves a good foothold over in Ulthuan. And we are dealing with Teclis here, as well as one other little thing which happened is the guys here joined Teclis. So I have an enemy here as well at the moment I need to deal with. Right, we are halfway through a turn at the moment, so let's just keep going. I've got a few people to level up. So I'm just going to flick through this quite quickly, guys, just so we can get to what we need to be doing. Okay, we've got this guy who is sailing around up here. Always important to have somebody sailing around to get me another 10k, because he can be going and picking up these things which give you various buffs. Obviously it levels him up, which isn't so important because I'm not fussed about him being leveled, because he is pretty much there to die off if needs be. Alright, we've got peace with these guys, and we're at peace over here, so we are rushing this army down to support as well. Got some orcs here which I need to pay attention to. Got a lot of money to spend, which is always good. So I'm going to buff up my economy and buff up my defences a little bit. Just doing a quick blitz through to get my stuff going. Right, this army is not quite ready yet. They've just gone in there. I'm sure I had a battle to do, which I still needed to do. Need to repair here. Let's start throwing up some walls down here in my big settlement. Right, I think I am actually good to end turn here. I don't think there's much else I need to do. I do need to keep an eye on these guys because they're not particularly friendly at the moment.
Only the Grail companions of old could hope to best me.
However, I'm not that fussed if they go toward me. However, I might do a little bit of changing. I don't need that there anymore. I'm going to stop this. The construction buildings. I'm actually going to build some walls up here. That I think I might have taken away a few too many walls. So I'm going to start putting them back up. This is deep in my territory, so I'm not too bothered. What's happening there? Why is that stopped? Oh, that's because it's under siege. Oh, it is the Golden Tower. I was wondering why it was under siege there. I didn't realise the Golden Tower was in that territory. Okay, so we are all ready to start going again. So we start moving. Let's see what Lothan is doing. They are probably aware of me sailing across the seas now towards them. And they have this army here. They are fleeing with one of their armies, which is probably a good thing because they are not keeping that settlement. That settlement is going to get stomped all over. Our Lawmasters are wandering around their little unit up there, and this army is he's trying to go through sea to get to some of my other territories. They are going to make land, and they are going to start causing a problem. But I've got another army I can start bringing around down to deal with them, as well as one of my armies from sea. I'm going to start bringing over now as well. They are going to hit my coastal settlement if I'm not careful. I'm not that fussed about the one up there. And I mean, if Mazamundi takes it, I'll probably get him into my confederation at some point, so that's not a terrible thing. This is the thing Lothan had. They've got these little dotted settlements around the place they also have to protect, and they've got large armies out defending them as well. And they can't afford to maintain as many armies as me. There's a Black Ark from Cult of Pleasure around there as well, who's almost certainly also at war with these guys. They've taken the Dust Gate after destroying, which is a silly thing to do, which means I can move on and advance and take that town myself. Right, and the Greybeard Prospectors, who are still my staunch allies here, and they are also invading, though at some point we're probably going to have to go to war with them as well, because they are beginning to... Unfortunately, everybody gets minus 100 with me, which I kind of don't get. I get the factions who I completed against, though I'd almost get rid of all the debuffs once you completed the Vortex campaign, because it's over. But, you know, I'm not a game dev, so... Okay, let's see where these guys are going with this little army. I think that's just going to wander around to be a pain in the pain, so I'm probably best. I'm just going to charge their capital to force them to be a wandering army. Okay, we've determined the great plan. Various bits of hostile agent activity. Before I get this, I'm just going to start marching in to smash these dwarfs. This army is just charging. That army is not really big enough to do much. These guys are going to start double timing it down the coast. They are going to go up and help Golden Tower, and then we are going to start pushing down the coast to deal with that other army. We are going to move on to siege here with Dino Force 1. That's a nice easy auto now. Didn't realise they were going to be able to run away. Let's charge this little army. Okay, I will fight this one, guys. So this is a nice battle. Lots of, you know, nice rounded army versus a nice rounded army. Well, a lot of archers. Nice rounded army versus a whole lot of archers. I don't have as many dinos here, so it's going to be an interesting one, though there's a lot of forests to use. My key thing here is just going to be aggression and just keep pushing them back and getting my cavalry around. I say I don't have many monstrous units. I've got a few monstrous units. Getting my cavalry around the back and my monstrous units into them and smashing them. The nice thing about these guys is while this guy has siege equipment and these guys are healers, they're still monstrous units. They can still charge into the enemy. They can still be used in a very, very aggressive manner, which I will be doing here. And my Kroq-Gars are also quite nice fast units, and we do have a unit of horned ones as well. And we've got my my ultra fast Pterodon, blessed Pterodons, so they will be bouncing around the place. Though Pterodons aren't great against archers. The high elf archers will probably shred them if I'm not careful. So we are going to just start very aggressive, straight into them, massacre them so I can pull this army back out, and we'll leave the dinosaur army in defence. Yeah, that is my plan. Lord in the middle with his Temple Guard escort. I might even be able to pull them onto me with my siege equipment, so we'll see. Let's put one of these guys at either edge. Okay. Let's start moving up. Now, if they're sensible, they'll try and ambush me from the side, but they're the AIs. They're not going to be that sensible. He says when he can't see anything yet. Oh! They are actually trying to ambush me from the side! Not enough though. Okay, let's form up a little bit before I charge. And start shooting this unit. Right, we don't have any chance now, we just need to get ourselves heavily involved straight away. Fortunately, the nice thing about them being up here is they really don't have much room to manoeuvre. Where is Dino Brigade? Let's get my Dino Brigade up and in. So these guys are all just charging now up the hill. My Kroq-Gar have just smashed into the middle of them. They are taking quite a lot of damage. They need support. Now this guy is shooting while he is moving, which is also very nice. So while he's charging here, he is still shooting. We should be, because he's meant to be able to charge while moving. Let's get these guys charging into the side here. Let's get these guys flying over and dropping some bombs. I think I hit a few of my own units there, but that's not the end of the world. So this is quite a messy fight in the woods here. Hammer into the sides there. Let's get the Lord off going. And let's throw a couple of heals about the place onto my units who are taking damage. These Kroxies are out. Should have thrown a heal onto them actually, get their units. That will also resurrect the units. Those Kroxies are properly out, so I'm actually... I threw the heal on the wrong person, damn it! Keep the pressure on here. We're charging through those guys. Watch them flying there. These guys are throwing fire bombs down into the woods there now that they're so close they can't really have much done. They have enraged. We have the heals up yet. The elves are beginning to break everywhere. So this is going nicely now. You know, that cavalry unit is annoying to charge. Get that cavalry unit. Come on, Steggy, straight into them. You can do it. Oh, they're a bit faster. However, what I can do is shoot the heck out of them. And now charge with a turning. So this is effectively... Oh, come on, come on! That's it. Keep chasing them down, please. Why is my lord up here? He can go against this mage. Let's throw both of my heals onto this unit of Kroxies, which will hopefully get some of their units up. They are actually a bit too engaged there. I need to... Let's break these guys off to help them. My dinosaurs are just charging around. And the thing they've done is they've messed themselves up. Their archers aren't being as effective in this fight at all. And these guys are firing. You can watch them firing little bombs down on them. So effective, actually. This is just becoming a bit of a slugfest in the forest now. It's not really a major battle. Okay, I've broken these. I'm breaking these guys. Why do I still have a unit down here? Just sitting there, chilling. Okay, and the mass rout is starting now. We've got this. And it is over! We have shattered them! So, that is the end of the battle. Nice decisive victory up in the woods there. Not a pretty fight by any means, though I shredded them. It was just turned into a bit of a slugfest in those woods, and in something like that, the Lizardmen will win every single time, because it's just, you know, I've got the ability there with my large units just to shatter their units, break up their formation so I can get around them and behind them, and they didn't have anything to do that in kind. Their few bits and pieces, their archers, their cavalry got pushed out early on and wasn't really able to help in those woods. The woods probably did have negatives on my monstrous units as well, but nothing like the ones they got. My horned ones there, wow. 79 kills. I am starting to quite like horned ones, actually. So that was a nice, good, solid battle there. Nice, good, solid push against them. That's the first defeat in our new Loffen campaign, and we've retaken that isle. Well, not retaken, we've taken that isle, which allied itself with them, and we've shown what happens to the allies of Loffen, or the confederates of Loffen as they are now, because they confederated with them. And we're going to have to, once we've consolidated there, we're going to go and deal with the islands just below my starting area as well, deal with the High Elves there, make sure that they are not in a position to launch any attacks. Teclis is not in a position to launch any attacks in there, and soon the invasion of Loffen will begin. We will get across that sea. The Lizardmen Lizardmen will start rampaging through. Well, no rampaging. We will start an orderly push through Loffen. Let's take the No, I'm going to take the regen, because I'm going to inevitably be in other battles again very soon. We killed a couple of enemies, and this guy can go straight to double time, and he is heading straight back over here. And he is leveled up again. Carnosaur soon. It's annoying. If I kicked him and replaced him, I'd actually get a higher level Lord. But that obviously cost a bit of money. So my Slan has also leveled up. He's got almost all the spells I want at the moment. He's getting quite nicely leveled, actually. So let's pop the next one in Tempest. These guys can start marching straight towards the Dust Gate. Unfortunately, we are taking a bit of attrition while sailing across this sea. Can we actually take the Glittering Tower this turn? Not quite. So next turn we will take the Glittering Tower, and then we will push on to Loffen. Now this place is probably going to... You can see these places have big garrisons already, so these are by no means going to be walks in the park. Ooh, I'm actually starting to lose money from my armies here, so I want to be a little bit careful, because I am possibly over-recruiting here. So actually, let's drop a few units off this army. Let's start building up the Fortress of Dawn into a citadel. Don't want to be able to build here. Don't need... I'm going to get rid of these Bastillodons. And some of the couple of Steggies. So I'm in the green again. The problem means I want to stop recruiting with all these armies, unfortunately. That's tricky because I did want to keep. Let's move around into here because that's inevitably where they're going. It's annoying because I don't have as many armies, but at the same time I'm not in that bad a situation here because I've got the armies I need. We've got another tech to go. It's income from looting and post and sacking. I don't really want that. Oh, armor for Saurus units. It's a dumb. Yeah, I don't need to even think about that. Geomantic web. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is, once I've dealt with this, I'm going to actually drop this army. So I've got this army up here for defence up here. I've got this army here for defence down here. Once I've consolidated, you know, I'll clear out here. And I'm not going to need them as much. I'm a little stretched at the moment. However, my little stretched is not really that bad. Let's keep pushing the economy out. Don't need that anymore. Oh no, I want the walls. That was the whole point of this. Okay. Just to check how I'm doing diplomatically, because some of these guys are going to be dropping off slowly. Even these guys are still liking me.
Onward. Ready.
Even though I've got the massive negatives, so we're doing well. Right, it's time for an end turn. I need to tidy up Teclis. Oh god, so Teclis is now also confederated with Lothan. So we need to just start tidying up. So basically all of the Elven factions are confederating with Lothan. And I just need to be aware of this and start dealing with this. Now. So Lothan is getting itself in a position, though, once I start invading them, they're going to also start, you know, they're going to start hopefully having economy issues as well. But you can see they are the only real threat left in this game now. So if I can deal with them, and once I've dealt with them, it's not an if, once I have dealt with them, we will, this will basically be over. There won't be anything else to throw against me. That does mean that both Tyrion and Teclis are on the same side, but I would imagine they're stuck on the other side of the world. So, dwarfs are still holding in there. And we will start pressuring into Ulthuan soon. Next turn we will take the Glittering Tower, and we might even be able to take Lothan next turn. With the dwarfs helping me as well. I don't particularly want the dwarfs up there because they will potentially take some territories, but they have been staunch allies with me for a long time. That's the army I forgot to move. They have been my staunch allies for a long time, so I can afford to let them take a few territories. I will accept your peace treaty as you're just rampaging around. I can't be bothered dealing with you at the moment. They are pulling back. They are going wherever they're going. I really don't care where they're going. They're not big enough to really do anything. I'm going to take the extra defense. Let's go and hit that guy at sea. I You can only auto at sea, unfortunately. It's probably not the best move on my part. I lost a few too many units there. And they do have other armies down here now. They weren't actually in that in there. Let's keep moving this army. I need them back quickly. I know what all you guys want to watch. I'll get there. I'll get there. We're going to hit Karag first. Nice easy auto. Then we're going to start marching down. Orion's camp. I shouldn't have autoed that. So, this is interesting. Because we can't build walls here. That one's taken. And now for what you all want to see. Nice, easy auto. Occupy this place. And straight on to Lothan. Can I not siege there this turn? No, I can't siege there this turn. And that is one very built up city. So the invasion of Ulf 1 has begun. We are doing reasonably well fighting back everything else. This army can keep chasing. Nice easy auto there. Let's take the XP for this guy. And then we are going to start pushing this army down here because this is going to be used against the Isles. It's going to be part of the island invasion force. This guy's going to start pushing up on the dwarfs this way. Right, I'm going to pop another lord here just to replace a couple of units, the 3 units he lost. So what do I want? What did he lose? I just want a couple of spears. Another one of these guys. Oh, and I can set up stuff going on this region. And this region. Up a settlement. And a few bits of just admin to do, guys. And this is going to be the end of this session. Oh, I do already have Deadly Onslaught. Guys, so thank you very much for watching. We will continue the invasion of Ulf 1 next turn. We are still got a few bits of tricky territory to deal with, certainly over in Lustria. However, I'm not even bothering levelling that guy up. Over in Lustria because of the situation going on there. However, I'm not massively concerned about that because they've got a few armies. However, I've got a few armies, so I should be able to deal with that. Deal with that. I just need to tidy it up a bit. This army's probably a little bit of worrying. These guys are probably going to confederate as well. I've got a couple of armies here to go down and deal with these islands, and the invasion. The first landing has gone well. There is no sign of major enemy armies in sight, and Lothan will probably be mine next turn. So thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, if there is any feedback, please feel free to fire it my way. Thank you for watching.